Hi everyone, I hope you're all doing great today. Yesterday, Charlie Kirk, a very influential and prominent conservative political commentator, got killed in the most violent and brutal way that I have seen probably in all of my life. It had a very traumatizing effect on me because I happened to stumble on the video right after it happened. I would probably say like maybe minutes after it happened. It was almost like I was watching it in real time. And I mean the up close video of when the bullet hit him and that huge amount of blood just gushed out and it twisted his neck and died immediately. I knew from that moment.
Violence. Great. Get down.
When I made my first post, I just said it. They killed Charlie. I knew he was gone. I am making this video just to send my thoughts and prayers to Charlie's family, his beautiful wife, and 2 little kids who were at the venue and had to witness the brutal murder of their father, the breadwinner of the family. I just want to send my thoughts and prayers to them. Only God can heal a woman from trauma like this. Only God. Stuff like this will live with you for the rest of your life. Our world has really become a very dangerous place. America is also becoming very dangerous. So Charlie and I belong to the same conservative side of things in politics, right? The MAGA family, which I love and identify with, and almost everybody knows that who follows me. But Charlie and I don't agree on everything. There have been some posts and some things that Charlie had said that came off as racist to me personally. And I had issues with it. As a matter of fact, I have planned that before the year runs out, that I would be having a meeting, heart-to-heart meeting with Charlie on 1 or 2 issues. I was really looking forward to it. Now, despite my disagreement with him on those issues, I have never in my life wished that any harm should befall Charlie. People who know me know that I'm a die-hard, compulsive Pan-Africanist. If you really want to get to me, touch Africa, I dedicate almost all my social media platform to promoting Pan-Africanism and the freedom of African leaderships and countries from neocolonialism. And so when I hear anything that sounds even remotely racist, it really upsets me. But I have also grown enough, mature enough to understand that in public discourse, not everybody will agree with you. People are going to have different opinions. People are going to have opinions that will make you wonder, where is this one coming from? That will even upset you. But because of maturity and understanding that in a public square of opinions like this, that we must allow our maturity to help us understand that beyond the social media where all these things happen, that there is still life. There are so many people you hate their opinions so much that the hatred has now translated into something very real. No longer on social media. Now beyond social media, you see them, you want to kill them. You lack maturity to be on social media. If it was possible, if it wouldn't be deemed as something very draconian and authoritarian, I would say that we should begin to take people through maturity tests before allowing them to own social media accounts, because so many people don't understand that on social media, things that will irritate you abound, but you don't have to take it out on the people you see on social media in real life. On my social media accounts, people insult me, call me names, say all manner of things. I don't even as much as block them. I allow them. I don't even delete comments. Everything you say, I leave it there. That's what you think. That's not what I think about myself. Why would someone take the life of a young, prominent, very bright individual like Charlie at 31? This man has accomplished what so many people have not even dared to accomplish even at 60, 70. This guy was instrumental, President Trump being in the White House today. This guy was the person who introduced J.D. Vance, the U.S. Vice President, I heard, to the Trump family and instrumental to him becoming the VP today. This guy is instrumental to almost probably half of the people working with President Trump, working with him today. He's close to the president, close to the vice president, close to the speaker of the house, close to almost everybody, all those who actually matter in the United States of America today. At 31, bright, promising, had his whole life ahead of him. What other reason is there for anyone to eliminate Charlie if it's not because they disagree with his politics, or because he has held some opinions that may not be mainstream? Or could it be they sacrificed him for whatever reason? Because you know me and my research, I've just been a little too busy lately. Most of these things also can come in as sacrifices. When you find yourself in circles and you walk into those circles innocently, thinking, okay, I'm just doing my own thing, but you don't know you are in the midst of vipers and snakes. This could also result. But we know that in Charlie's case, the most common cause that everyone is pointing to, the most relatable one, is the fact that Charlie has a different opinion from what people consider as mainstream opinion on almost every political issue in America. And I am completely at a loss imagining that he could lose his life in such a violent way for holding just an opposing view on issues. Our world has changed drastically. America is spiraling. And I think that this is time for soul searching. And while I would not want to lay blames on anybody's feet or at anybody's feet, if the people there are human beings, if they have souls, I think that this is time for them to start reassessing their priorities. I remember when Steve Scalise, a House member, was almost killed by a guy who identified as a Democrat. What was the reason? He didn't like Steve Scalise's boldness and politics. I can count how many times liberals have had to carry out stuff like this just because they were not happy with the way conservatives did their stuff. I think this needs to stop. Of course, Shapiro of Pennsylvania has been attacked as well, a Democrat. So what it means is that things are spiraling out of control in America and the divide is deepening. And if it is not nipped in the bud right now, these things you're seeing could result into or degenerate into civil war in the United States. If Charlie Kirk is going to be the wake-up call that will help America to retrace its steps and get back to normalcy, well, so be it. But if not, this might be the beginning of the end for this beautiful country. May Charlie's soul rest in peace. I don't know that I can get over this anytime soon. Really, really, really heartbroken. And I pray this serves as a lesson to all of us on social media. Stop allowing social media to make you fake enemies. Nobody really is your enemy. There are very few people who are actually your enemies in real life. We yell, we shout, we scream, we say all those negative, toxic things on social media. But in real life, many of us don't even have the balls to do anything. Some of the people you fight with on social media, the day you meet them personally, physically, you'll be demobilized. You'll be amazed at how friendly and how warm they will receive you. You'll be wondering, What people use on social media are alter egos, personalities they created, custom made for social media, and you are judging them based on that. Meet the real persons, and you will realize that social media requires a certain degree of maturity for participation, actually. I hope we learn from this. I hope we learn. I sincerely do hope we learn. Rest in peace, Charlie. Rest in peace. You came, you saw, you conquered. God bless you, bro.